Hello and welcome to episode 2. Now from now on we are going to cut content shorter because now the opening is basically done. We are established
up here
in Pakistan and we are established in... Wait a second, is the sound of the voices again up? Let me see. No, it's down, so that's fine. And yeah, so we are going to continue here. But now we have to solve one problem before I'm going to probably go into the first time skip. So we ended our episode on the question what we want to tech. And actually we are going to... so let's check the tech tree here. Full tree. So what we want to achieve long term is we want to run strongly on Earth science here. And we want to get mission control from nations, and we want to get, well, more control points in general, so that we can control more nations. So what we want to do here now is lead towards great nations, and great nations is behind rival domestic politics, and also I think the rival... No, not this one. Wait a second, there was one other thing. So great nations requires unity movements and a rival domestic politics. Yes. So unity movements is behind international relations. So we can check now what do we want to do. So do we want to go for a rival domestic politics first or a rival international relations first? So the project we get here are, for example, the administration node here, which is a tier 1 module which we could put into our stations, and I think that's one of the big reasons already. Plus the institutional outreach for more orcs, which is very important if we want to scale up our advisors quickly. And then we do have here instrument of soft power, apparatchiks, and other things which provide us with additional control points, but also we get national research oversight, which is increasing 10% research from our control points, which is a new project. So let's do this one. We are going to pick the rival domestic politics. But we can, let's try this actually. Great nations set as research target. So there we go. And now we pick, it doesn't really change anything. So sort by categories here. And then we go for a rival domestic politics here. What we also want to aim for is, of course, the first proper spaceships. Probably want to build something like a rocket-based missile ship, for which we would need the military... This one here, the principle of space warfare. And then the missile warfare doctrine. So that's something else we want to pick. But I want to push for these technologies as quickly as possible. Now we are going to not invest here. Instead, we are going to push through Deep System Sky Watch here. So because the AI stopped investing into it. Do we want to... Maybe let's do it this way. So we invest a little bit so that it progresses a bit. This also increases our research distribution bonus because we get, of course, a benefit from this. And that's the one thing we wanted to solve. The other thing is our influence deficit, because we have too much control points currently. And the only thing we can do to solve this a bit is actually to waste these experience points here. We wanted to get a national hero here, but we don't have the influence either. So instead we are going to tech up into admin here. So this reduces it to 3.6, which is decent. And then on the 16th of August, we get new orcs. And we also get more experience on one of the others, so that will also be useful. The big question now is though, what do we do with our councillors? Because we do have what we want, and we can't take more control points. And we don't have the influence for advice. So we really need to do something that just gives us experience points, which means we have to see what we can do. And here is the very important project, the clandestine cells here. So we are going to do 21st of September. What can we do? 29th of August. Yeah, let's push this through, because then we get a new council like more quickly. Which means it delays System Skywatch, but that's fine. We don't need to know where the aliens are. We already know that they are out there somewhere. So we just have to maybe get one more point somewhere, or we just lose something to... Yeah. No. That was already cracked down, so that doesn't... Oh no, they are all gone now. Great. Yeah, because we abandoned Sri Lanka. Yeah, there was something. So now what we also want to do is refuel our fleet. If we can. Now it still cost us boost for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Is it fit? Nah, whatever. We can't afford this right now, because we need the boost to get a good mining base on Mars. So yeah, we are going to just keep going here and see what we can do and how we can make more XP. But for example, we could do public campaigns in the nations that we own, or we could do inspires on our own councillors, or we could investigate them, how loyal they are, and we can stabilize them because we still have a bit unrest here. So that's completely decent to do, because it's more important that we hold these two together now until we are ready to prepare for India. Okay, here we are, and something is going to happen because the first alien ship will arrive in Earth orbit here. Exactly, and we are going to pick our Foxtrot 4 fleet here, so that we maybe get the chance to... Okay, we have to be quick apparently, so it will land on the next day already. So we maybe have to burn, yeah, 0.22 fuel is okay. So we arrive barely on the next day. It's questionable if they maybe will evade us or if they want to fight. I don't know what will happen. If they consider they have a chance, but maybe we also just lose everything. I don't know. But we don't use that fleet probably anyway. So let's see what happens. Nah, it doesn't want to. Yeah, the alien ships, I think they were changed even in the last 4.8 patches, that they do not fight anymore, which means we cannot intercept them here. So they will get the counselor down to Earth now. We shouldn't resupply. We don't need to power here. We still didn't refuel because of reasons, but we could consider to just take out this station now. So why not? Yeah, I'm going to do this in between. Now, just as a small thing that happened in between, we got a new project which is also new to me. Talent development here. And we are going to get 2 command and 2 security on all our counselors when we do this one. So we are going to recruit the next one and then we do the talent development, because it's going to be useful for 5 counselors. That's plus 10 control points. That's going to be useful. And we also get the new one here. So yeah, let's speed forward. Okay, already had to return because the protectorate is defending its station. This is leading to a fight here now. So we are shooting at them. I give every ship a target here. So now we can switch. Oh, what did they do? Do they have rockets, missiles? No, they also have these 6-inch guns. So we are basically doing a kind of kinetic dogfight here. And what we could do now is we take the whole fleet and we accelerate forward a bit. Just burn a bit of fuel. Because then the chances are there that we maybe dodge a few of their bullets here. So let's go into this one here. Where are we? There we are. So we are going to accelerate here. Hey, full speed. Or is there nothing you can do? Oh, it's the next waypoint that we can do this. Okay, so we have to wait a bit. Accelerate, please. Yeah, there we go. It's burning a lot of fuel here. But the chances are that we can... that we are going to... So we just go to lock on target now. Yeah, and we have successfully dodged their kinetics here. And they didn't do ours here. Of course, the second volley will probably hit us. But that's fine. Nice! And we only took a few hits here. Awesome. But of course that cost us a lot of fuel. But it's fine. I like it. So, successful maneuver here. And with that we're going to just continue here. Well, we have found some alien stuff. So, xenoforms detected at Luena. We have detected what appear to be alien microbes and plants in the Luena region of Angola. They are thriving and threatened to displace the native biota, which strangely does not seem to be resisting their advances to the degree we would expect. A direct application of force, either via a council mission or army operation, should be able to reduce or even eliminate its spread. We will begin for a research project to better understand this phenomenon. So we have gone on a survey here to exactly get this mission unlocked here, because we got ourselves a 5th counselor in between, and I took a spy here. The main reason I took this one is because it has 9 espionage already, and we have a lot of stats which apply this. For example, we have the paranoid here, we do have the furtive, we do have the low profile, we have aware gives investigation, and then also undercover. So this is more or less useful. I do think that we are going to use him to take out the first alien when we found them, but of course we didn't yet. There's the alien flora project. We don't need that right now.
We were unable to increase security.
Okay.
Our base remains unheard.
Meanwhile, I have started to... We repaired the fleet. I took out another protectorate station in between. I can't refuel it because it costs too much water, but still add something at least. Yeah, and we are preparing here to maybe get lucky on Bangladesh if we can. It costs us 20 points if we are successful. And also our next science project here is progressing nicely with the talent development, which, as we already said,
failed to take control,
will get us plus 10 control points. And meanwhile, we still invest into boost here to get our space presence going further. And we just got new orcs. Maybe there's something in it which we can use. And can we get her something? So she is lacking the opposite of race unrest. Here, increase unrest. We want to lower unrest if we can. But neither of those has this. This one is also not useful. Federal bureaucracy, all not really useful. Yeah, this would be stabilized, but we would need a control point in the European Union, which we all not have currently. But we can still take, for example, this one here. It gives us an income of ops and +2, +2, +2. And this one even gives +1, +2, +1 as well. So this one is way superior than this one. But still, let's buy it. Let's actually buy both of them. So now we wait for the end. Are we already on the end?
Ready for orders.
So we're already at 10:13 now, which is really good. And what I'm meant by the... we are not discovered, so we don't get the bonuses, but... we also have assassinate on the counselor, which is useful. But how does it work? When being detected by other counselors, okay. +3. Consensus unmodified stat value is 9. Yeah, but how does furtive get applied? Is it just +6 base value? Because that would be boring. Because I would like to get over 25 with that. But so I guess let's get detected and maybe we can talk to someone actually. So let's find out who is in Nepal.
Initiating surveillance.
And then see what we can do. And meanwhile, this one here, we don't have a job for him currently. I don't want to waste the influence as of yet. But yeah. A 2% chance. Great. We want to risk it. +1, then let's go for a 2% chance here. Doesn't really matter.
Our people in place.
Good. So let's progress a bit further here. Skywatch is actually coming up pretty soonish. So let's
It has always been true.
Exodus also revealed itself.
Surveillance complete.
Ah, Academy. Okay. So let's repeat it again.
Order is returning.
Of course, it would be awesome if we
Public
can
sentiment is increasingly with us.
find someone from the servants this early. So 28th of September, this one will be done. What? We got a point? Wow, that is unexpected. Because now we have a problem again. -39. Okay. We do need to develop a policy here though. We're not going to go kleptocratic here, of course not. But we're going to do unity because then we don't need to invest the public campaigns that much. So yeah. We do have some stuff which we already disbanded. Yeah, we need more control points quickly. So let's cancel this one. Push everything into talent development. That is like a week away. Okay, we are the only one doing deep system Skywatch. Great. Yeah, how do we get out of the deficit here now? Can we... Now he needs 20 for everything we want to do. 18 here, maybe you? Yeah, you can. And you're the journalist, so I think we want... Actually, we want more persuasion on you. There we go. So that's +1. It reduces the deficit by 6 influence already. That's at least something.
We still lack support.
Yeah, I know. We shouldn't risk another control point now. And we just want to survive until we get that technology that should get us out of the deficit here. And yeah. So, what are we going to do? We are going to improve our loyalties here.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
And
where to?
Ooh, he could go to space. Yeah, but we don't want to. And contact E. Contact also costs us. That's not cool. So we go to ground again.
Grid.
I'm here.
Where are you? Ah, that's the flag. I was confused. So we get plus... You don't get these kind of things here. No, but we want to find a servant. So maybe here.
Investigating target.
Maybe we can find a servant, which we can take out early. Because if we can hamper them as much as we can, that would be great. So now let's push forward into global Skywatch, deep system
I
Skywatch.
believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
And
going into hiding.
Then into talent development.
Nothing unusual found.
There we go.
The situation remains chaotic.
How could one so young, caught as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is? I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Hans Castile, during a war crimes trial.
Hans Castile, our general here, is probably not the nicest of people. So, we automatically picked Arrival International Relations because we want to push for great nations, of course. So, now we can say that there is an alien base at Humir. There's a station at Humir. There is a at Hyakka. Another one at Humir. And one at Namaka. A station at Hyakka. Namaka again. Oh, that's all. Okay, so they do not have that much more than usual. It's just a different start situation here. Now, we focus into talent development with everything we got here. And yeah. And alien origin, fine.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
We don't need that currently. Minus 34, not cool. But okay, and we have reached a new normal now in October, not in February like in the other start date. That's good because now we can consider investing into advice, for example, because it now costs us 10 for 2 weeks and not for 1 week.
Where do you need me?
So what did we find? Nothing. Go here.
Tracking target.
And
Where do you
Jackson, I don't want you to do anything right
Initiating
now
deep
either.
cover.
And the technology is going to finish here in the next day, next 2 days. So let's do this as well.
I don't think I changed their mind.
Wow, minus 2 even. Critical
Shaking
failure.
my tail.
Not great. There we go. So we get +2 command, +2 security on all our advisors. That's great. Now the question is, what can we do to increase our management points and control points even further? And there is actually not much that we can do. Solar mirror is something I might want to test on Mars later, not right now. So I guess we pick the tropes here. Wait a second, I have to pick a tech here, like this. Sadly, our other friends here are not really investing anything, so they are doing projects currently, which is a bit annoying. But I still hope that they will start investing into these, but apparently nobody likes these technologies, so yay! It's only slowing all of us down, right? But we are down, we are up to my +10 again, so that's good. And we have stabilized a bit from this. So I think I'm going to jump forward a bit for this episode, and then we make a cap already. So we have reached November, and a few things have happened that we can do. First of all, we can make a new base on Mars, which I want to do. So let's check out the available stuff here. Maybe that's not too helpful. Let's go here. So we want something that has fissiles because we don't have a fissile income. But as we can see here, the sites are... Oh no, wait a second, I take that back. 1.8 here. I think we want to snack this one because that's the last one available with a decent fissile income. So we go for this one first. This is this one here. Found an outpost. We're going to manage it, of course. And then the usual things here. So we are going to just put the mining there. And then we put the fission pile there. For the moment, that should be enough. I don't think we want to do... But we do have the resources though. So we could do... We don't have the social science lab yet. No, actually, let's check out where that one is. So we want to have as much social science bonus as possible. So we need to find the social science lab. Social science lab, here we go. That should be completed. Wait a second, that is was I blind? Was I just blind? Oh, I can't make it here, right. That's the thing. I can only make that in Earth orbit, right? Yeah, I can only make that in Earth orbit. Or in a 10,000 population system. Which Mars isn't yet. So Mars only has 273. That's not a lot. So we have to actually accept the realities with a different research lab. We do have plus 11 energy though. So this one supplies 5, this one consumes 9. If we can squeeze 2 labs in there with only 5 energy demand, like space science labs here, or the quarters maybe even, that would get us influence and money. It's not a lot, but maybe? Military science also only costs plus... Actually, let's do the military science one. I think that's a good idea. And if I saw it correctly, we can also do the other one here. So we could do... maybe life science here. We don't have life science technologies ahead of us. So instead we can also just do the military science lab here. I think that's a good idea. Because we are going to do some military technologies eventually. So, that's the one thing we did. And
At your
now
service.
we are going to use our new spy here that we recently recruited. And we are going to visit the Protectorate already. So we're going to invest 2 ops here. Yes, that sounds
Taking
fine.
them down.
And Barrett here,
Standing
can
by.
you protect? No, you can't. Can Jackson
here.
protect? Nope, you can't either. Could you sabotage a project? Nope, you can't. So,
What's the op?
Barrett, what could you do? You can't steal anything, sadly. But I would have liked that. But we could try to investigate someone else here. Like this one.
Tracking target.
Just to see if we can find servants and therefore, well, take them out. Yeah. And now the other thing we are working for is the International Monetary Fund, which just popped up. But this one costs 250 influence, but it gets us plus 8 admin. And that's a lot right now. So we are going to aim for this one. Going to take admin here as well. I think there's nothing we can take else anywhere. No. Yeah, the reason for this is 250 influence is a lot, but we get 6% economy, 4% welfare, 2% knowledge, 3% spoils, plus the 8 admin. This is a really good orc, especially early on, even though it's expensive. So I decided that we are going to invest into audience research. I usually never do this, but I want to get this orc. So we currently make 74 per month. We get 25 from that project, which is going to cost us like 2 weeks. And by the way, initiative has overtaken us here on domestic, which is fine as well. Yeah, so this will take a bit. Maybe we don't need to rush this though. And we do want to invest into nuclear freighters. I don't know. Arrival here. I don't know if it doesn't make sense to push this one faster. We get quite some nice stuff here. Institutional outreach would be nice if we get it as fast as possible as well. So let's do it like this here. So we just invest a bit into global techs, push this forward. And yeah, now let's see if we can take out someone. By the way, we got a crackdown here in Bangladesh.
I think we had a breakthrough.
And we should try to get a new
They
point
won't be
here.
causing us any more problems.
Bye bye.
We've got some intel on our target.
And we found initiative. We don't care about initiative right now.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We want servants. So our Vishes Amiri, feel free to propose new names. Oh yeah, and this one is also a project we want. So I'm not sure how expensive this one is actually. So let's see.
Recon complete.
It's also a new one. Or maybe it's a Humanity First only one, which I didn't know, but I think it's a new one. So yeah, this is only 500. Yes, please. We are going to take this one as well. So let's actually put like a bit in there. So we can take out servants faster. What? We consolidated control in Syria? What? No, but we still abandoned that one. Did we also consolidate here yet? Oh yeah, we soon. we soon have Pakistan as well. There we go. Audience research is done. Now the question is, do we really want to continue on this one? It's 300 science for another 25 influence. We had 104 now. So it would take exactly 2 months until we can get this. This technology would speed it up by half a month. And of course 8 admin would open up a lot of other orcs if we can get any. So I think we wait for this. I think we do this. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Because we are going to have enough science eventually. And we want more mission control points here to just get more science and more control on the nations we want to consolidate. So yeah, we are going to just speed forward following this plan. Yeah, we have reached January and now, so the first year is basically over, and as we know, we lost the race for arrival domestic politics, which is fine. They picked principle of space warfare. I think that's fine as well. And now we got this project here available already. And the question is now, how do we proceed here? So first of all, we can get this project done. We also want the Xenology lab here as quickly as possible. And then afterwards we do the National Research Oversight for 10% more science. That's already 70, so that's definitely adding up here. And yeah, so that's the short-term plan. I also made another station here on Earth now, the Colibra station, which is going to get 2 Xenology labs as soon as we can make them. But that's going to be in the next episode. Very important to notice is that we lost the race for the orc that we wanted. And we don't know if it got bought, but it definitely was gone on the 16th of January. So, and our, yeah. And I also started spoiling again in Arabia because of our money, which has declined deeply now. But yeah, so this is our current situation. We still are on control of Gulf Union, Pakistan, and we do have 1 control point in Bangladesh here, but we are going up in public opinion now. We are up to 13% now, so pretty soonish we can take the next one. It's only 20 points. However, I will still be a bit conservative with our control points here, because first of all, there will be the admin node that we can research, and also, well, there are other technologies which are going to come up, which give us plus 10 control points, for example. Which means that we are going to invest 60 into Bangladesh here, and then we start working on India. So in India is 50 each. So this is very, very, very expensive. I mean, we could consider to drop the Gulf Union at this point then, but the Gulf Union also is only like 1.5 point here in India. And the Gulf Union is our biggest research income currently, and it's perfect to spoil with all the oil. So we can get a lot of money from here. And I do think I want to do this. In regards to boost income, I think we are going to slow down now. So there's 1 here, there's 1 here, that's good. And probably, yeah, we don't need to do mission control here yet. Not with full force at least. This is something we can do later. But here in Bangladesh, we are also going to improve economy mostly and science. And of course, when we get India, we're also going to get a lot of science from there. But that's a long time away right now. Because we still need arrival international relations here, which is going to get us some also useful project like the corridor diplomacy here. And also, hopefully we can get this pick here. So currently we are like almost 1/5 of the science. Like more like 1/8 because we're only 68.3. And what I want to get is principle of space warfare there. because then I want to prepare for orbitals. And orbitals is rare. Orbitals here. Because then we have better stations on Earth and so on. So orbitals here, for which we need Ad Astra. Ad Astra is also giving us directed space research, which is going to be useful. So we want to get to Ad Astra next. And then we do orbitals afterwards. This is still very expensive though, it's 2 times 5,000. But if we get the orbitals relatively soonish, that would also be perfect. And of course we can consider to do something else here, like arrival associate, no, this one. We don't see the projects here in this view. Sorry. So we could consider doing something like economics or sociology in between, because this one gives us arrival markets, for example, but it also gives us maximum effort, which is useful in case we go after an alien. And I think there's also this one here, economic management, but it's 10k, so that's unrealistic here. But there are things we could get from this. Yeah. There are things we can get. But this one will be the most... corridor diplomacy is also from here? Ah, no, I was mistaken here. This is a different one. Yeah, I mixed stuff up. So yeah, we need to focus on getting as much control point as possible as quickly as we can. Which also is a thing that we want to get toward the... Oh, what's the project name for the next one? For the next agent? So for the 6th one, Covert operations. Covert operations, that's far away though. But on the way to covert operations is a lot of useful stuff. So covert operations is here after quantum encryption. So this will, quantum encryption will get us, for example, the command center, and will get us a reconnaissance array here, which is also new. And encrypted research systems, not that important. ECM module is very important if we want to get towards a proper defense against the alien. And then quantum computing itself will open up the research campus if we want to rush space science as well. And it will also help us getting the other project that we need, like the Information Science Institute here. And then for this we need atomic and neural networks. Neural networks here is of course also useful, because that also will provide us with skunkworks, for example, and other useful stuff, but it will require photonic computing first. So there's a lot of stuff we need to do before we get there. And the big question we need to ask ourselves is, how aggressive do we want to be before that? And this brings us back to the principle of space warfare here, which will open up the missile warfare doctrine. And I still think that's something we want to get early. And then afterwards go into great nations, as well as the how it's called, quantum encryption, in this direction, more or less. So here we're going to make a cut in this second episode, and the next one we are going to expand our lead here in the Indian subcontinent. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.